Welcome to This Week in Crowder College, an in-depth look into how Crowder College students, faculty, and staff are working together so students soar to new heights, communities are impacted, and lives are changed. This Week in Crowder College is sponsored by the law offices of Wood and Peterson in Neosho, specializing in workers' compensation, personal injury, Social Security disability, and more. Learn more online at neoshoattorney.com. Now here's this week's edition of This Week in Crowder College.
It's a brand new week of This Week in Crowder College right here on 91.7 FM. Adam Winkler here with you. We are privileged to be joined once again by Karen Fink. She is a administrative assistant out there at Crowder College in the agricultural division and does a lot of great things out there for Crowder in that division. And Karen, thanks for being back with us.
You bet. It's great to be on the air with you again.
Coming up in August 18th and 19th, the 11th annual Crowder College Roughrider Rodeo. I know this is near and dear to your heart. Tell us about the excitement that you have for this event this year.
Yeah, this is our 11th year. We were so proud last year and our 10th anniversary. You know, those milestone rodeos are great to have, but then you got to come back with that next year and be bigger and better. And that's what we're hoping this Roughrider Rodeo can do. And without those sponsors, we don't get to have this rodeo because it's not a poor man sport. I mean, it does cost a lot to put this on, and we want it to be the best entertainment in the four-state area you can go to the weekend of August 18th and 19th.
Well, tell us about the importance of this rodeo and what it does for the students out there at Crowder College.
When we put this rodeo on, our goal is to raise money to sponsor, to give scholarships to our Crowder agricultural students. These students, you know, have other scholarships available to them. They have, but it doesn't cover what they need to do in the ag department. So this rodeo raises funds, and we are able to scholarship students to travel, to be able to go to events, experience agriculture all over the country. Just last year, we were able to give 24 students a scholarship to put onto their accounts and pay for expenses to be at college. After the 10th year, we have raised over $100,000 putting this rodeo on, and we want to keep doing it. We want to keep the money coming, keep the money going to these students because their education is important to us.
Well, it's the 11th annual Crowder College Roughrider Rodeo taking place on August 18th and 19th out there at the Roughrider Arena. And Karen, kind of give us a list of some of the events that the spectators will see when they come out to the rodeo.
Yeah, the rodeo will contain the 9 major rodeo events: bareback riding, bull riding, saddle bronc riding, your calf roping, steer wrestling, team roping, and then you have the girls' events and the ladies' barrel racing and breakaway roping. We also add something for the little ones. We'll have mutton busting. That's always a family entertainment. That's always what the kids say, "Mom, you gotta take me." We want to know that we're going to have the G-Money Rodeo Company, Mr. Stephen Gussert out of Haskell, Oklahoma. He'll be back with us bringing that championship stock to have these contestants be able to compete on. But the funny man, this year we are welcoming back to the arena Gizmo McCracken. Gizmo McCracken is a local guy, but a very talented and very awarded contract act. Gizmo is the 17-time PRCA Contract Act of the Year, but he comes from Wheaton, Missouri. So, you know, the local guy has done well, but he will keep you laughing and rolling off of your seat with all of his acts that he does and all of the spectator getting involved with the event. So with these two bringing us the major parts, the top cowboys and cowgirls coming, I think you'll see 2 nights of the best rodeo in the 4-state area. And we keep it very, very family friendly. One of the things we want to do is to be able to give back. And what we do is on Friday night, the 18th, we call this Public Servant Night. This is our night to recognize all of our public servants, those that are first responders, those who are veterans, those who are currently serving in the military. On that night, if you present your ID, you get in free. But we want to come back on Saturday night and recognize some very important people in our world called the Power of Pink. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Night. You hear a lot about this in the rodeo world. You'll see the cowboys wearing pink, called Tough Enough to Wear Pink. These where we will give back to a person who has suffered with breast cancer, and we want to bring that aware to everyone. So the event is very reasonable for you to come. The advance tickets are $10. It goes up by $2 at the gate if you wait and purchase your tickets there. So we want you to be able to come out to our event and enjoy some good entertainment, but also know that you're doing something for Crowder College by helping support the agricultural students.
And we're speaking with Karen Fink about the 11th Annual Crowder College Roughrider Rodeo, August 18th and 19th, 7:30 p.m. each night. And Karen, you mentioned these scholarships for the students. Now, the students are heavily involved in this Roughrider Rodeo as well. They're just not standing to the side. They're getting their hands dirty. They're helping out in many different ways, a chance to earn points for those scholarships, to have those dollars applied to helping them do these events that you're talking about.
That's correct. They've got to get their hands in and get dirty. We use a lot of help there prior to the rodeo, getting the grounds ready, doing any kind of repairs that we have, keeping the yard mowed, keeping all of the fences up, make sure that it's safe for everyone to be there. And then the night of the rodeo, you'll see them out picking up trash. You'll see them in the concession area. You'll see them helping park cars. This is their way to earn that money, because we don't give things away, but the ag students, they're the hard workers. They're the ones that everyone turns to. Even here at Crowder, when they need something done, they come to the ag students because they know they can work.
Well, once again, it is the 11th Annual Roughrider Rodeo coming up on August 18th and 19th at 7:30 p.m. each night. And just, school's getting ready to start at that point in time, so everyone's back in the area. And what a way to have, one more family-filled fun weekend before everyone hits the classes once again out there at the Roughrider Rodeo. And Karen, you mentioned tickets. There's a couple ways they can get those tickets. They're at the Crowder College Bookstore, First Community Bank, and Eric Norris State Farm Insurance location here in Neosho, so a chance for people to go ahead and get those tickets taken care of.
That's correct. And then the other good part about it is if you'll go on our website to the Crowder Bookstore, you can also purchase those online. There is an online sales point with that. You just click on the button and you can be able to purchase your tickets in advance online. And then at the gate, we have been able to add that great old thing, piece of card machine. We have the ability to take credit cards now at our gate. So if you don't have cash, don't worry about it. We got you covered. Come on out and we'll take your credit card and we'll get you into that rodeo. There's lots of vendors. There'll be people selling lots of Western wear. The concession stand will be going. There's T-shirts for sale. And then you'll get to see that great competition. We'll hope for a little cooler weather by August so that you can sit in the shade of the bleachers and watch a great event.
Once again, August 18th and 19th. If you have any questions, you just can reach out to Karen. Her phone number is 417-455-5720. You can also email her, karenfink@crowder.edu. And Karen, thank you so much for being with us once again this week.
Well, I certainly appreciate you and taking time to visit with us, because this is deep to my heart, and I will promote it all day long. And if you ever want to visit again more, just give me a chance.
Thank you for listening to This Week in Crowder College. This Week in Crowder College is sponsored by the law offices of Wood and Peterson in Neosho. You can listen to this broadcast again by going online to kneo.org or to crowder.edu. Tune in once again next week for another edition of This Week in Crowder College on KNEO 91.7 FM.
The world is in chaos. You're here for a purpose. What does the Bible have to say about it all? I'm Mark Taylor, host of Crosspoint podcast and radio show, and I'd like to invite you to join me each week as I navigate the complexities of faith, culture, and personal growth. Each week, I interview a different guest who is making an impact on the culture for God's kingdom. Whether you're seeking spiritual guidance, true information, or a fresh perspective, this podcast equips you to discern truth in today's chaotic world. When Christianity intersects with everyday life, that's where you'll find Crosspoint, sometimes discussing the issues that some churches don't want to talk about. Look up Crosspoint with Mark Taylor wherever you get your podcast, produced by KNEO Radio and the Sky High Podcast Network.